From the interview of the Secretary of the Security Council of Armenia, Armen Grigoryan, to the news agency Sputnik Armenia, quote, "The issue of Nagorno-Karabakh has never been a territorial dispute. It has to do with self-determination." End of quote. In other words, the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict has never been a war for new territories in foreign lands, but an issue of self-determination. The prominent Armenian political scientist Alexander Iskandarian has recently expressed a similar opinion. However, Yerevan tried to play a primitive two-move war game, albeit cynically. Armenia has made territorial claims to Azerbaijani Garabagh and Nakhchivan since its inception on the map of the South Caucasus back in 1918. But even then, the Armenian claims had nothing to do with self-determination. Their claims against Azerbaijan have always focused on territorial properties. The documentary evidence found in various archives show that the Armenian authorities have made regular yet unsuccessful appeals to each and every Soviet Secretary General to transfer Karabakh to them. Everything changed under the rule of Mikhail Gorbachev. Moscow doesn't admit this officially, but there is a pool of evidence proving Gorbachev's certain guarantees to Armenians. Then Armenians came up with the idea of Miatsum, meaning the attachment of the then Nagorno-Karabakh Autonomous Region to Armenia. By the way, Miatsum stands for reunification in Armenian, just like the infamous concept of Anschluss, followed by the annexation of Austria to Germany in March 1938. Armenians, however, soon realized that their territorial claims to the mountainous part of Karabakh, sold under the slogan of "We want part of the territory of the neighboring country," would not get support from the world community. That's why they decided first to achieve the independence of Karabakh through self-determination, and then to ensure reunification of the independent Artsakh with Armenia. But this plan was too primitive and obvious, especially amid the painful experience of the Second World War, when Hitler used exactly the same slogans to raise the issues of the violation of the rights of Sudeten Germans and their right for self-determination. It's not even worth reminding you how his endeavors ended. The OSCE recognized Armenia and Azerbaijan as parties to the conflict, not the Armenians of Karabakh campaigning for self-determination. There is not a single legal document related to the Armenian-Azerbaijani conflict which contains a notion of the people of Nagorno-Karabakh. They all deal with the words like population or two communities of Karabakh. That's it. And finally, we can ask them, where did all these young people, buried in the Yurablur pantheon, die? Where have they sent draftees from Armenia all these years to? When did the drunk Nikol Pashinyan mean when he was dancing in Shusha, crying out, "Karabakh is Armenia, period"? What does the self-determination of the Armenians of Karabakh have to do with the seizure of territories with negligible Armenian population, the districts of Azerbaijan adjacent to the former Nagorno-Karabakh Autonomous Region? And this is not just a theoretical argument. If Armenia continues to play the long-exposed two-move war game, this only means that they didn't give up their claims to Karabakh, and they are still trying to chop off part of the Azerbaijani territory, masquerading as a struggle for self-determination. This means that Yerevan puts itself at risk of experiencing the defeat of the 44-day war again. This time, however, the consequences may be more severe.